All right, so here's the next question. Do you have any resources I can research about your tech company other than the website that you may have? So here's what I would say. First thing is definitely look at the website so you can learn the product, because the first thing you want to ask yourself is, do I like this product? Do I see myself selling this product? That's the first thing you want to do. The second thing is Glassdoor. If you kind of look on Glassdoor, you could see a lot of reviews from either disgruntled employees or employees that are currently working with a company. Now, it depends. If you look at Glassdoor when they recently had a huge layoff, you're gonna see a lot of disgruntled employees reviews on there. I actually that happened to me, and then when I got to the company, I was like, oh, I this is actually a lot better than I thought, you know? So you want to take it with a grain of salt. You want to reach out to people on LinkedIn as well. Don't underestimate that as well. Reach out to employees on LinkedIn and say, "Hey, I'm really interested in learning more about your company. Could you tell me a bit about it?" They will give you their honest reviews depending on who they are and who you speak to. So I would say speak to a wide range of people from various different backgrounds. If you want to do it from specifically a sales background, because that's where your industry you're going into, then that makes sense. Do that and just kind of start fostering those relationships as well, especially at a place that you're looking to call home, your next job, right? And so Glassdoor, reaching out to people on LinkedIn, but also look for different things. Like they might be a podcast. Like that's one thing I actually was able to do was I found a podcast from the CEO on somewhere on a website somewhere, and that gave me insight to his heart, and I could tell like, oh man, this seems like a genuine person, you know. And so you want to do as much a wide range of research on your own as possible to see what other things you can find out. Look up 10K reports that shows you economically at where the company is and where they're planning to go financially. And so you want to be able to do that as well if they're publicly if you can find it, you know. But that's normally public information, a 10K report or 10K. And so you definitely want to kind of look and do as much research as you can to find the various forms of information that you can possibly find. Okay, last question. Also, please let me know any resources you would like to share. So for me, I've learned about Hunter. That's basically a website that helps you not to be confused with hunter.io. So let me kind of differentiate it. So hunter dot let me differentiate the two. Hunter.io is a tool that you can use to help find email addresses and telephone numbers and things of that nature if you want to contact your POs, your point of contact, or BP, um, whether you're doing your job search, right? Or even when you're on the job, using that as a tech stack to kind of help you to be able to do the job. But there's another website called Hunter that actually helps you to organize your job search. So that means like the company that you applied to, who's your point of contact there, you know, how many interviews you have scheduled, when do you have it scheduled, you can organize it all there. So you definitely want to look up that tool. I'll probably put it in the description below, Hunter, for you, just to make it a little bit easier. And yeah, you could definitely do that. Now, one of the things that you want to also look into is seamless.io, apollo.io. These are different sort of tech stacks that allow you to, some of them actually for free, would allow you to be able to use them, and you could use them for your job searches to find out contact information for different sort of recruiters that you want to reach out to. Now, please don't abuse that. Please don't abuse that, because then all of a sudden you're like blacklisted or whatever. You want to be able to uh, use that wisely. Use these these tech stack tools wisely. And so I just encourage you to do that, and just talk to people. That's actually one of the biggest things, I think, misconceptions is like people, you can't reach out to people. Reach out to people on LinkedIn. Like really reach out to people, because people are a resource as well. You never know who you create a connection with that becomes an advocate for you when you're applying to that job. I know somebody, I won't say the company, love the company, but he was, you know, a person that didn't have the educational background, the person that, even though he had the experience, he kind of didn't check all the boxes. I'll leave it at that. But he created a ton of relationships within this company that he was prospecting. And they're like, "Wait, why don't you have applied for a job with our company yet? Like, you would be a great fit." And I'm not too sure where he is in that process right now, but I'm pretty sure that he's moving along pretty well because he created relationships on LinkedIn. He built rapport with people that were working in that company already. And that really does allow you to stand out. When everybody's talking about you in a company, say, "Hey, man, I've met so and so. They're a really great person. We should bring them on board." And you have 5, 6, 7 people saying the same thing because you built a relationship with them. That really does help you out. Another resource I would say is in regards to people. Sometimes if you build enough of a rapport with them, then they could probably even refer you to the company. Many tech companies have a referral program that says, "Hey, if you as an employee refer somebody, you will get compensated for it if they were able to stay on the job for X amount of days." So look at people as a resource as well. Now, don't try to look at them as a means to an end. Be genuine. Try to have a relationship with them. Be look at them as a human, a human being, not a means to an end. But I would definitely recommend doing that. And so yeah, that's it. Hopefully, this video helps you. Again, like the video if you found any value in any of the videos here in this series. You could comment. You could also let me know if you disagree with anything that I said. I mean, this is all about having honest conversations on this channel. So anything that you disagree with, any advice that you would have that I miss, please put it below. I might respond, I might not, but the others in the community probably will. We want to foster this conversation. We want to keep this conversation going. And depending on the reaction that I get, I might do more videos like this as well. And maybe bring up some people that can talk more about things that you want to hear. So definitely put in the comment section and subscribe to the channel because you never know, the same thing that you might be saying I would love to hear about may be the next video that you see on the channel. So whoops, knocking a desk over. so so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again for joining me on another edition of Tech Niche Tips. I am your host, Joseph M. Smith. Until next time, I hope to see you and you and you on the other side. Take care, family.